The superpower of South American rugby, the goal now for Argentina is to be consistently successful on the world stage. A key part of their development is the PAMPAS 15, a touring squad made up of the country's best young talent.
Nowadays, we know that there's a difference between the rugby we play here in Argentina and the rugby played in other countries. So we have two phases we've tried to implement. The first one being the boys' preparation. We want to teach them the physical and technical levels, because that's very important. The second phase is the actual competition they get to face. Without a shadow of a doubt, these boys have improved a lot, and so have the other home-based players, both physically and technically. However, there is still a considerable gap compared to the other countries we have to compete against, and the idea is to keep on improving each time we play.
The Pampas competed in South Africa's Vodacom Cup for 3 seasons, becoming the first non-South African team to win it in 2011. Over the years, many players have progressed to full international status, including some of the current stars.
Creo que sí. Está bueno eso de por ahí, me acuerdo cuando a mí me tocó.
The experience is being passed on through the sides, and I remember the first time I had to go to one of those competitions, and there were players like Marino Galaza and Augustine Creevy involved, and these were players who had already competed for the Pampas.
Y también los Pumas, entonces es como que también está bueno para los más chicos a veces ver.
It's very good for the younger players, as they get to see the more experienced players work and learn from their values. And if you're part of these teams, it's because you've already shown that you're strong enough to be part of them, and the values help improve that.
Having withdrawn from this year's South African competition, the Pampas travelled to Australia to compete in the Pacific Rugby Cup. Their opposition, a combination of Pacific Island and Super Rugby A sides.
Creo que para la cabeza está bueno es cambiar un poco el destino.
In my opinion, a change of scenery or a change of place is always good. And it's great, as the level will be higher, which is good. It's a good change of pace, especially for those who went to South Africa several times. And it's not that we had a bad time there or that we didn't like it. I have incredible memories from that experience. But having a new challenge is always very positive. And because it's a new competition, it's something different for us.
I imagine all of the matches will be really tough. There will be 2 types of games, really. On the one hand, we have the Super Rugby teams, which are very mixed. And on the other hand, the teams from the islands, which are going to be tougher in terms of physical contact.
And despite the fierce competition, the Pampas went unbeaten through the pool stages, defeating the Brumbies, Waratahs, Samoa and Tonga A sides to book a place in the final.
The objective is reaching the Pumas step by step. This is a path we have to walk steadily on. We have to overcome all of the challenges and start growing as players in order to achieve the performance that will allow us to reach the top level.
In that final, the Pampas faced the Queensland Reds, and the Argentinians started strongly, scoring 3 tries to build an early 14-point lead. The Reds fought back with 2 tries to take an 18-17 lead in the second half. But the Pampas weren't to be denied, scoring 3 late tries to secure a 36-21 victory and claim the Pacific Rugby Cup at their first attempt.